Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to History in the Making. Tonight we introduce a brand new chapter in Call of Duty Mobile esports scene where the infrastructure of combat sports collides with the world of esports. Forget what you know about tournaments. This isn't brackets, this isn't group stages, this is Fight Night. Each matchup in ESPF is designed to test not just skill but heart, confidence, and performance under pressure. You're not just by watching games, you're watching unique personalities, different playstyles, and clashes for glory to be crowned the best out of the best. Whether you are here for the gameplay, the rivalry, or the showmanship, you're in the right place. So get ready to witness history. This is Esports Prizefighters. Fight Night starts soon.
That's right, Warden. Good evening from my side as well, ladies and gents. And if you're just tuning in, you picked the perfect time. We're kicking off the very first ESPF show. Tonight, we have only 2 matchups, but zero room for excuses. Every player on tonight's lineup didn't just sign up to play, they signed up to perform. This is a lot more than a night of matches. This is to show proof of a new concept, a pioneered concept created and designed by Kyle Samford, aka Stax, as is known in the mobile scene industry. Stax had a vision to combine both combat sports as well as esports in a way never seen before, and tonight we are all proud to show you the result of when you study the business structure of combat sports and combine it straight into esports as one single business model. So, as Warden said, whether you're here for the gameplay, the personalities you're going to be seeing here tonight compete, or simply curious about where this all goes, you're watching the beginning of a new path here in CODM Esports.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, let's dive deeper into the topic of this new path in CODM Esports. I mean, if this is your first time hearing about ESPF, let us break it down for you. ESPF stands for Esports Prizefighters, and it's built to operate as a fight promotion or a fight league, not as a tournament organization or an esports league. So this means no brackets, no group stages, no eliminations, no qualifiers, no grand final matches. Instead, players are booked into something called a fight card. A fight card is a list of one-on-one matchups headlined by a main event match. You've seen this before in combat sports. To think of it as like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. ESPF is structured in the same format as you witnessed there. Each match is a standalone fight, which means once a match has concluded, the results of the match goes on each contestant's win or loss record.
Correct. Now here where it gets interesting, ladies and gents. ESPF uses a completely unique ranking system. There are in total 4 tiers. We do have the challenger tier, which is, by the way, also the tier where we're going to be seeing our 2 matchups tonight, which is also known as tier 3, and this is where the journey of every participant in the ESPF starts. It's pretty much the lowest tier. Then we do have the prospect tier, also known as tier 2, the superstar tier, known as tier 1, and at the very top, last but definitely not least, there's the legendary tier, also known as the only tier that can headline main events of ranked ESPF events.
I mean,
every match a player competes in is calculated using a unique scoring model that is solely based on how they perform in-game. The rankings are automatically assigned after scoring is complete. Politics, fanbase, and overall hype does not influence a player's ranking in any kind of way. So if somebody brings his fans over in the broadcast chat and they all support just one player, that will not be included in the scoring model. If a player wants to get to the legendary tier and get some main event money, they need to earn it. So as I said previously, they start at the very bottom, and in ESPF you only rank up based on the raw talent.
I mean, you're right about the blood. Opportunities have earned here are earned now, and they're not given. This isn't just for fun. Every tier comes with tougher opponents, higher quality matches, and more money on the table. So speaking of money, players also get paid very soon after their ESPF match. So yes, all a fighter needs to do is show up, compete in their scheduled match, which takes less than an hour, and win or lose, they get paid. A simple payday if you ask me.
A simple payday indeed, only if all paydays would be this simple. And with all of that being said, we would like to clarify that tonight's show is in fact a beta show, ladies and gents, but still a professional show nonetheless. But we're still testing out some components and features of ESPF, as well as fine-tuning processes to enhance user experience. Personally, seeing the hard work that's being put in by the staff in the background, I'm very excited to watch ESPF unfold. This is the beginning of something new in the industry, a special spotlight that will be placed on talent like never seen before in mobile esports. And speaking of talent, Warden, let's take a look at the matchups here tonight.
Well, I'm pretty excited here, Blood. I mean, it is the challengers that we're gonna be having, tier 3 matches, and up in line we do have a pretty interesting one here. Nonetheless, it's the opening show here for the set of ESPF. I'm pretty hyped up, and for the most of it, I mean, we are gonna be, you know, looking at Carti. I mean, Carti has a very promising vouch from a very particular person back on the background, so I'm kind of eyeing out for Carti on this matchup.
It's going to be Carti against Softy. Beautiful names, by the way, easy to pronounce as well. It's not always the case in all the events but I guess you as well have casted, Warden. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these two matchups. The first one, as you said, between Carti and Softy. I'm not quite sure who I got my money on, because I definitely do not know these players, but this is indeed the place if you want to make a name for yourself, because it is a 1v1 tournament. You have no team to support you, it's just you and your talent, and this is where you can definitely make a name for yourself based on your performance.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, there's definitely gonna be a lot of things that we can probably eye out on, but fortunately we don't gotta keep on guessing anymore. In a few seconds from now, the first ever match here on ESPF will be ensuing, and looking like the first map here is gonna be the one and only Shipment. So Blood, you go back to the classics.
Yep, back to the classics. Shipment, fan favorite almost when it comes to 1v1s. We are, by the way, ladies and gents, in the snipers division here, so we'll be seeing the players compete with the snipers in their hands. Carti, aka Cartier, against Softy, again, aka Soft Hacks. Interesting in-game names. We're both seeing them in action as Soft Hacks, aka Softy, manages to get the lead.
Oof, crazy. I mean, backed up by his name, he's just reading Carti like a book. 3 spree already for the side of Softy. My days, what a way to start things off here on this match.
Yeah, that's definitely the best. Oh, beautiful turn as well. That was a 360, no? At least a 270, but terrific accuracy on that with that DL2. Carti, by the way, rocking the Tundra, which is arguably the better sniper. Nevertheless, the scoreboard shows a completely different story. Softy finally got shut down off of his 4-kill streak. Now the players once again battling it out, but Softy once again quick to find yet another kill.
Yeah, better run of a spree here for the set of Softy. Able to check the top side and just able to get the read up against Carti. Once more, just able to read the spawns. Carti tries to delay it just a little bit to break the timing. Looking like she is quite successful to do so, and finally finds another frag on the board. The question though, can she find the momentum and build it up? Because she currently is facing a 4-point discrepancy.
Well, was standing still. I'm not quite sure what was going on with Carti. Nevertheless, Softy does well to find the kill. Quickly traded, as they did manage to read the spawns. However, weren't quick enough to get the shot going. Beautiful one there from Carti, who now is starting to pick up the pace. 3 kills separating the two players, and we're seeing Carti playing rather passively, standing still. That silence is not allowed, by the way. It's a banned perk, ladies and gents, so the only way you can be unheard throughout the map is to stand still or crouch. That being said, so far Softy double the amount of the kills that Carti has.
Well, Softy has a UAV as well. Feel free to use it if ever you want to, but looking like no investments off that score streak, not just yet. Carti's still gonna be down the trail, but able to drop down the lead to just 3. Spots 1 up in the air. 2 shots flying through. The third finds a hit marker. trying to get the connection with his mouth. No, he can't. Carti backs away, soft axe. Still missing all of his shot. Not really feeding off of the momentum that he was able to start things off here at the start of this very match. Both players struggling to get the kill.
Carti finally puts an end to that struggle. Terrific shot. Nevertheless, took a while to connect it, but still, later is better than never. I guess that's what they say. 2 kills separating the 2 players. Softy still has that UAV. Hasn't popped it up yet. Maybe he's waiting for a specific moment. Maybe when Carti starts to build up momentum on their favor, but that's not going to be the case anytime soon, as Softy finds yet another kill, laying down, went for the reload, bad timing. Carti quick to get the trade.
Yeah, it's just crazy how the DLQ from the side of Softy is just able to overpower the Tundra there from the side of Carti. Goes to show precision. It's really the biggest factor here. Softy has been that player that has been leading the game here in regards to the pacing. But on the back foot, Carti playing a bit more aggressively this time around, hiding behind the dumpster. Softy's gonna wrap around. Carti finds the read. Both players missing once again, but Softy finds the flick and puts the lead back to 4.
Beautiful flick indeed. Carti now engaging in the mid compartment of the map. Again, Softy with a better positioning on the head glitch, gonna find a rather easy pick now, looking to read the spawn. Definitely a red dead, and well, was able to hear where Carti was going, and that was a rather easy kill. Softy starting to take off when it comes to kills. Had to reload, managed to fall back just a little, not far enough to be out of reach, as Carti, beautiful 2-piece, rather quick as well, and now might just be able to get things going for themselves.
Beautiful shot once again there from the side of Softy. As time passed by, still looking to control the tide of the game. Jump shot doesn't matter for the side of Softy. And now, reading the spawns once again, Carti hiding behind the forklift. Softy just once more finding the spree here on a 3 combo spree so far. Looking to find some more. Swings on by. Wide peak. Beautiful shot. Scope to the face. Reading the spawn once again. Softy not giving any chances up against Carti.
Yeah, that beautiful read. I mean, Carti is getting read like a book right now, and Softy is living up to his name and actually maybe doing a lot more than justice to that name. These might not be soft hacks. These might be very hard hacks, ladies and gents. Beautiful stuff, though. 10 kills separating these 2 teams. Carti going for the jump shots over the dumpster, and finally gonna find that kill that he so much needed. What can he do, though? If he wants to make a comeback happen, this would be about time to start, because now Softy only needs 1 more kill to wrap things up. Map number 1, so close to connect it, but misses 2 of his shots.
Oh, snipers on hand. 1 last bullet for the set of Softy. Ends it with a 180 up in the air. Puts Carti down, and will be able to claim first initial round for this match.
Beautiful round indeed. We did see Softy coming out on top. Terrific performance coming from him. Also rocking the DLQ, which is a little bit surprising. I mentioned this at the start of the map. You would assume the player with the Tundra is going to have a better time, but that was definitely not the case here. Softy with 11 kills. Discrepancy between the players managed to steal this win away from Carti.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blowout there on the first round. Fortunately, there's going to be 3 rounds to fight for overall, no, but it's going to be tough. I mean, we were able to see the gap rightfully from the start. Once the momentum just, you know, went down to the side of Softy, Carti had a hard time recovering. In fact, we never really got to see Carti on the lead. It was truly just Softy there on the driver's seat. I mean, yes, for sure, there were some certain times where we were so close to finding an equalizer. It could have been shifted to the side of Carti in regards to the spotlight, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen, and hopefully that's going to happen for Carti in the upcoming game, because it's only a BO3, and all the matches, all the matchups in tier 3, ladies and gents, in ESPF are going to be BA3s. So for Carti, he kind of has a really difficult task. He needs to win this map. He does not get a second chance. So it's now or never for him, and even if he manages to win, they will still have to play a tiebreaker. Softy, though, a little bit more comfortable. Coming from that kind of performance, I feel a lot comfortable as well. But the thing with 1v1s is, yeah, especially sniper 1v1s, you never know. One map suits a player much better than the other, so it's gonna be most likely a different picture. At least that's what I'm assuming.
I'm kind of hopeful that it would lean towards that way, but at the same time, I mean, we had a deal key on shipment. If I was to probably, decipher what are the more appropriate snipers on shipment, definitely gonna be the deal key. I mean, you want to get those fast. I mean, no, the Thunder, that is. You want to get those fast, ADSing, probably fire interval snipers. And I mean, once we move over towards the next map, it's either just going to be Nuketown or Kill House, which the LK could probably shine even more. I mean, we were able to see how well Softy was able to control those spawns, and he was just able to get the reads after reads. And the only time that Carti was able to recover from the momentum that Softy was able to build up was the time that, she decided to slow down the pacing, probably hold her kill cam just a little bit, and well, she was able to disrupt the whole momentum there from set of Softy.
Yep, and that's smart. That's smart. When you notice your opponent is reading you like a book, reading the spawns, manipulating them in their favor, then you gotta do what you gotta do to make it difficult for your opponent. Carti did try their very best, but in that particular occasion, it was Softy that was just a little better. Hopefully that's going to be a bit different, just for the sake of content, and I personally am looking forward to map number 3. The rotation for the second map is looking like it's going to be Nuketown, so that's an interesting map. You can kind of go for some crazy spawn trap wall banks in Nuketown. I'm not quite sure how familiar these two particular individuals are with those kind of spawn traps, but Warden, you yourself are a wonderful sniper player. You can tell us a lot more about those spawn traps I was mentioning.
I mean, you can hit it from the middle bus side and probably like look through the frame inside of the house. It's hard to portray, by words itself, but maybe we can have some I don't know, some plan books perhaps on how to run these maps efficiently in ESPF. But hey, this is for us to talk about in another day. But for the time being, fortunately, we are heading straight towards map number 2, and it is going to be definitely Nuketown. So hey, I got my bets on quite high and quite confidently here for the side of Softy, not unless Carti can start things off strongly here on this map.
Well, that's to be seen, as now we're jumping into the action. Carti appears to be AFK, hopefully not for too long. Softy he's going for that a particular spawn trap. I'm not quite sure if he knows this. Carti is AFK. Nevertheless, Carti is still not moving, and Softy has also realized that. Not quite sure what's he's gonna reconnect.
Oh.
And how does he miss that one?
Could have been a free kill, but hey, with all honor, you don't want to take down a guy that will not be ready to put up the fight. But hey, fortunately able to get a respondment here. 1-0 is the scoreline, but soft hacks. I mean, Softy's trying to read his spawns, but Carti's able to spawn out there on the yellow side. So I'm not too certain if Carti will be able to make the most out of this. One shot flies by. Softy tries to get the read, but Carti is just too fast.
Yeah, very quick, terrific accuracy as well. He had to hit that one, otherwise he was a dead man. And now Softy looking to go for the jump shots, pushing. Carti has the head glitch, looking to line up his shot, missing everything though. Both of them are missing, and now Carti needs to reload. Gonna fall back, looking to go inside of the house, but that's not really gonna be quick enough. Softy does manage to equalize the scoreboard. As expected, a lot slower of a start in this particular map, but that's mainly because the map is a lot larger than shipment is.
If there's gonna be anything slow, that definitely the pacing, but that shot right there from the side of Softy, crazy. here. Definitely has been a change up in regards to how it went down on the first match. I mean, we started things off here on shipment with Softy able to start things off with a 4-3 consecutively and moving over. We're starting to see that, you know, that mood that Softy was able to build up on the shipment run. Here, Preston as well here on Nuketown, as he's up the lead now by 2 points. Able to go on a 3 combo spree, making a 4. I don't get it. How does he know? He just gets it all done. After all, his name says it all.
Yep, his name says it all. Ladies and gents, Steph, we need to double check if this guy is not indeed hacking. That was a joke, by the way. Carti looking to connect his shots, but it's all in vain. All his efforts have been in vain so far. He had a much better start than he did in shipment. Nevertheless, it's been soft hacks, aka Softy, having the upper hand since a while. Once again, he has... Oh, that was a terrific turn as well. Carti only saw the receiving end of it, though.
Pulling down the right lane, but Carti goes left. Checks off within. Doesn't matter for the side of Softy. And this is the spawn trap angle that we were talking about. Yep, definitely. But Carti's able to get the punishment. And that's going to be 8-3, but still. I mean, if you are on the lead where Softy is at, you're pretty much comfortable in this very competition so far.
Yep, and I think that kind of comfort that he has is translating into confidence, and that's what you see him do. Very confident, very bold moves as well. That he's going, being very aggressive, and so far it's paid off. Carti trying, as always, looking to go for the spawn trap himself, but that's not really going to be anywhere close where Softy is. Nevertheless, reads the angle that Softy was pushing from, and now does well to close down the gap to just 4 kills. But again, 4 kills in a 1v1 is quite a lot. Oh, how did he not see Softy there?
Oh, left to the right. Well, movements doesn't really save you sometimes. Precision is on here from side of Carti, but that's Carti know where Softy's going to be hitting from. Wraps around. Here's quite loud, but checks regardless. Softy just able to react so quickly. Tries to go for the spawn trap, only to find a hit marker. So unfortunate, but that will be information relayed.
He does have the idea. He knows where Carti is. Was able to hear him as well. Has the head glitch. Should be a kill, but somehow Carti defying the odds, able to find that kill. Once again, just 3 kills separating these 2 players. But sometimes, where Softy is hitting those kind of shots, like the one he just hit, you just wonder, does Carti even have a chance?
4-point lead from side of Softy, but once more, one thing so different is that he's not really getting the spawn read so well. But Carti is failing to accumulate the shots as well from the back. Jump shot from side of Softy, has to go for the reload. Carti backs away. Reloading as well. It's a bit of a stalemate now. Finally a wide peeking going on here between Carti. Softy's gonna go for the reposition. Having a hard time to get the read. Holding on to the top side. Carti once again checks up and within, but not gonna be able to find a connection. The longest clash of your lives. Both players just missing left to the right, but finally Softy able to get it done.
That was a no-scope as well. Nicely done coming from him. He's gonna reload as well. Has an extended magazine on the DLQ as well. 8 shots on that bad boy. You don't usually see him reload. Carti has to do a lot more reloading than Softy does. But, you know, if you hit your shots and you kill your opponent, you have time until they spawn to get your reload off. So, no damage done there for Softy. Definitely has the right strategy. Hit your shots, read the spawns, win the game. We'll see which one of these 2 players is going to find the kill. It's going to be Softy finding yet another one. 5 kills between these 2 players now.
Spawn trap once again. Great angle there from side of Softy. And the follow-up shot as well. I mean, Softy is just a player that doesn't fail to convert when it matters the most. But it's going to be Carti pushing up there. Behind yellow. Holding down that lane. Softy's well aware now. And it's just all going to come down to who can slide, move around better, and who can get the connection. Back and forward. Double shot here from the side of Carti. First hit marker, the follow-up shot avails. And it is now going to be 14-9, dropping the lead to just 5.
Yeah, once again, back to 5. However, we mentioned the slow pace of a map such as Nuketown compared to Shipment. Carti does well to find yet another kill. Now only 4 kills separate the two players, but less than 3 minutes to work with for Carti, who's now under pressure and will have to be a lot more aggressive than you would have liked. Now though, looking to push on top of green, so is Softy, but he's gonna be jumping back down. They're playing ring around the rosy, kinda looking to hear where the opponent is, and Softy does well to find the pick on Carti as Carti jumps down the staircase, unable to connect his own shot.
My days. 15-10. Pushing through. Only gonna be 6 more points here from the set of Softy. Carti's gonna be holding on towards the mid map, right around P1, but Softy once more. Once he gets a clear angle, able to get the shot to connect. 5 more here for the set of Softy.
Well, make it 4 as it does well to find yet another one. Once again, does not read the spawns correctly though. Almost gets the turn. Eventually does find the kill, so no damage done there. Look, ooh, that would have been a nasty shot. Unable to connect the wall bank. Carti has spotted him, so has Softy, and that was a beautiful piece of movement right there. Looking to manipulate the spawns, making sure Carti spawns all the way over at yellow. He only needs 2 more kills, Softy, and is looking to get them rather quickly. Nevertheless, this game will be over in about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Might just be less than here, perhaps. As Softy playing this one pretty aggressively, looking to intend to just end this one down. Moving over. Surely now, right around 1 minute left on the clock. Softy on series point. 1 more point to say it all.
Well, Carti is going to need a miracle and a half to make a comeback happen, especially with time ticking down. So it's pretty much a secure W for Softy. Now though, the big question is, what's going to be the final scoreboard? Because the KD also does count towards the amount of points the players gain after each matchup. Oh, that was a beautiful wallbang from Carti. That was more luck than skill, but still did manage to connect the wallbang. Only a hit marker, unfortunately. Softy now making a lot of noise, making his presence known. Carti finds a no scope eventually, but this is looking like it's going to be the final scoreboard, ladies and gents. 20-11, 9 kills separating these two players. Never mind, it's only 8, as now the time does tick down, and Softy does manage to win map number 2 as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick, fight there for, the one and only Softy. I mean, no contention whatsoever. Unfortunately for Ward at map number 2, it all went down to the timer getting drained away. But nonetheless, I mean, Softy only need 1 more point anyways to actually close out the deal.
Yep, a well-deserved victory for Softy. Definitely the better player, at least tonight. Carti, though, if he keeps on participating in ESPF events, he will still have plenty of time to maybe rematch Softy at a later stage, maybe in the upper ranks as well, if both players keep on participating. That being said, though, for tonight, for matchup number 1, it's Softy coming out on top with the DLQ, which is, in my opinion, the most surprising fact about it all.
Yeah, definitely, bro. But hey, we're only halfway down towards the broadcast. We still got another matchup up next, Blood. And out of the 2, who do you think will prosper for the next series?
Well, we do have Alli and Teet coming up. Once again, I'm not really familiar with these 2 players, but they are here to make their name known. Right off the bat, without knowing them, I'm gonna go for Alli. I think Alli is gonna be the one finding victory tonight, just as Softy did.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I got my bets on for the side of Teet. I mean, very interesting name. So hey, up against each other.
Nice. I think you did that on purpose just to go up against me, but yeah.
Hey man, we love ourselves in rivalry. The next thing we know, we might just be the next players on the stage itself. But hey, before we head straight towards the next fight here on ESPF, we're gonna have a bit of a short break. We'll be right back, guys. are back to ESPF. We got through the first fight for tonight, and obviously we were able to see Softy able to dominate the show there up against Carti, and we move over to Alli and Teet.
Alli and Teet is going to be our second and also final matchup for tonight, ladies and gents. As I said previously, I got my money on Alli. Warden has his money on Teet. We'll see not only which one of these two players is going to win tonight, but also which one of the casters has the better understanding of this game. It's most likely going to be Warden. But that being said, we're going to be jumping into Shipment, then Nuketown, and if we do need a tiebreaker, it's going to be on a Rust. We didn't get to see a tiebreaker in the previous matchup. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing one in this one.
I want to see a close one. But you know, those answers, those questions can be answered especially on the first map itself. After all, Shipment can dictate a lot in regards to how much knowledge have they put into playing these 1v1s, these fights that we have here for ESPF. And moving over, I'm pretty stoked up to see how this one's gonna fly by. So looking like we are gonna be heading straight towards the game, towards the fight itself. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, match number 2 for tonight. It is going to be Teet up against Alli here on this better show for ESPF. Once more, this is the Challengers division. Tier 3 players we are watching here. So, hey, let's come and get it. Alli up against Teet.
Teet rocking the Locust. We do have Alli rocking the Tundra. Both of them yet to connect a shot. It's going to be Alli finding the first pick. Looking to find the second as well. Didn't manage to read the spawns as one would have liked. But now able to hear where Teet is. And looking to find the pick as well. Both of them dancing around each other. But it's Alli finding yet another one.
Yeah, I mean, so far starting things off pretty strongly here for the set of Alli. Well, Teet, on the contrary, is going to be spawning there on the top left side of the map. Alli crosses up, able to get that information. Should be able to know where Teet is going to be coming from. Now another clash will begin, and the flick from the side of Alli. Beautiful.
Yeah, terrific accuracy as well. And now I'm wondering what kind of sensitivity these players play with to be able to perform such flicks. Nevertheless, Teet is finally going to be able to find the first pick. Patiently waited to make sure Alli is going to spawn exactly where Teet wanted them to. But it's going to be Alli finding yet another one. And now the lead restored back to 3.
Alli here going to be on the front foot, and it's still looking to be on the same page here so far. Next fight coming through. Alli goes for the quick scope. No more bullets in her chamber and our mag as well. Able to get the reload. And it's just going to be Teet running around in circles, looking for the angle to go for the shot to connect with. Unfortunately, we get to see there's just a bit of that discrepancy in regards to the accuracy and the movements here from the side of Teet. Well, Alli, I mean, so far, she's not really connecting her shots as much as like the first 5 eliminations she was able to get. Moving back though, Teet here, coming from the back as well. I mean, this whole run is taking a bit of time for us to get to see the next elimination. Who will it be? Teet, Alli, get your shots to connect. Come on now, finally up in the air. That will be a no-scope from the side of Alli.
Yep, they took their sweet time, but eventually the winner in that particular occasion is once again going to be Alli, who's now leading by 5 kills. Teet needs to be very cautious. They're making a lot of noise. Once again, both of them know where each other is, dancing around. But once again, Alli being the one connecting the shot, finding the kill, is slowly running out of bullets. Nope, only 9 bullets left in total. We'll see if Teet is gonna do them the favor of killing them. Yep, that's indeed the case. Teet finally finds the second pick. I'm not quite sure why they picked up the sniper with 5 bullets left, but they're able to find the pick. And it's a rather interesting move, picking the gun of your opponent. while you can just use your own loadout. Nevertheless, Alli finds yet another one, and the lead is once again restored to 5 kills.
8-3 here. Still Morgan versus Valley, despite the fact that she's going to be on the lead for this one. Another fight. Slide. Backsliding here to the left, to the right. No shots connecting. Going to be on the trail. That will be Teet finding another hit marker. And Alli is going to be able to get the Punisher.
Yep, Alli a lot more accurate than Teet is, and look at this one. Oh, Teet appears to be AFK. Alli giving them a room to come back, and now once again the fight may resume. That doesn't necessarily change the outcome though. It's once again Alli finding the pick. Stationary for a little bit just to make sure that Teet spawns where they want them to. Now Teet finds a kill standing over the corpse of Alli. But now Alli is back in business, so is Teet. And they're both, once again, battling it out. It's only going to be a hit marker, but the second shot, the no-scope, is going to do the job for Teet, who finally does well to find yet another one.
Well, the mythic DLQ has been brought out here by Teet. DLQ might just be the better option here, comparing it to the Locust in Teet's first 3 lives here. Moving back, shots after shots. Another hit marker here from the side of Alli. Teet though, still not really having that distance for him to be able to throw the shots to fly. And that's just like that now. Alli once more drawing back and will be able to increase the lead even more.
Yeah, Alli has switched to the Locust as well. I'm not quite sure if that's to say to Teet that, well, you're using the Locust, I'm gonna use the Locust as well, so you don't make excuses when I beat you. Nevertheless, it's Alli that's been on the front foot since the very beginning, and Teet is looking to make a comeback happen, but it's not looking. Ooh, that was a nasty turn. It's not looking good for Teet right now.
Uh-oh. UAV's gonna be out. Information's gonna be relayed as well. How do you get lost though when you have a UAV on your side? Alli. 2 shots.
Yeah.
Can we find a third? Yes, we can. Third time's a charm. Finally. The UAV's still gonna be active though. Still has a few seconds of duration. Should be able to get the read now, but Alli is still just walking straight headlessly. But it doesn't matter after all. You are on the lead. Hit marker prevails. Back and forth battle here between these 2 players, these 2 fighters, and it's gonna be Alli once more just breaking away from Teet.
Yep, and now that gap between these 2 players, 10 kills, make it 11 as Alli turns around with beautiful accuracy to find yet another one. Very unfortunate for Teet, however, they need to pick up the pace. It's still not over just yet. Alli finding the hit marker. The second shot does find the kill. And now only 4 kills needed for Alli to wrap things up in map number 1. Can Teet make a comeback happen? It's definitely not looking like that's going to be the case.
Not at all. I mean, 3 more points. 3 more knockouts here for Alli to secure this first map away. On paper, it just seems like Teet has no contention whatsoever, all because of the fact that Alli is always going to be 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps ahead. And only 2 more to go. Still Teet though trying to put up a fight. But at this point in time, only has 2 more lives to play with. And so far, good for 2 on the combo spree. But if Teet is longing to try to take this win away from the set of Alli, he has to come up flawlessly on the next few altercations.
Yeah, well, 2 kills to play with, and also about 2 minutes to play with as well and make a comeback happen. But Alli surely is not going to allow that. Looking to find the pick here and wrap things up for themselves. Dancing around, turning around, a lot of movement, a lot of weapons switching to the spear, but this is a nice, kill streak that Teet has going for themselves. Laying down as well, misses the initial shot. That should have been a kill. Didn't get the timing fully right there. And that's Alli now breaking that kill streak of Teet. And now closer than ever to winning this game.
20-9, 21-9. Alli gets the final punch down to the face. Puts Teet down here on this very serious blood. I mean, just like how it went down on the first fight that we had, you know, with Softy and its opposition, it was dominating there on the run for Shipment.
Yeah, Shipment, once again, a rather one-sided map between these two individuals, Alli and Teet. I'm very happy to see Alli perform so good, because that was my assumption that Alli was going to win this one. That's where I had my money on. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to seeing Teet perform a lot better in Nuketown. We did see a completely different picture in Nuketown in the previous matchup, and that's exactly what I'm expecting here as well. A rather slow-paced game. I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to see the timer run out at the very end as we did in the first matchup. Nevertheless, it's going to be a lot slower when it comes to the pace, and maybe that might just suit Teet a lot better than these close encounter fights that you see in Shipment, where you have to turn around very quickly and also go for no scopes and make sure you are accurate enough to find the kills. In that particular Shipment map, it was Alli being a lot more accurate than Teet. We'll see if in Nuketown that's going to be a different story.
Well, for sure. I mean, we're bound to expect probably a quick one here, Blood. I mean, I can't deny it. That performance there from the side of hey, Alli was just really convincing. So if there's gonna be anything that I'm kind of longing to see, especially, you know, we love the whole competition that has been brought to us by ESPF here so far. I want to see some tiebreakers. We are dying to see a tiebreaker. After all, we only have 2 matches, 2 fights to talk about, and it's gonna be a bummer if we're gonna be seeing a donut all across the board.
Yeah, it would be a lot more interesting to see some Rust action, because Rust is one of those maps where you don't just have a horizontal view, you also have a vertical one. You can go on top of the map and then have the high ground. You know, it would be interesting to see how these kind of players perform especially in a 1v1. That will depend on how Teet is going to perform, though. Alli should be feeling very confident based on the way they performed in the first map. I'm not quite sure if that confidence is going to translate into comfort. Nevertheless, we are jumping into the action. Best of luck to both of the players. I still have my money on Alli. Nevertheless, I do want Teet to win this and provide us with a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let's get it on. No more guessing anymore. We are heading straight towards, you know, match number 2 here. It is going to be Teet lead here for this very fight. But hey, Alli, still alive for the time being. But moving over, start things off here with some few shots to fly by. Moving over, it is going to be a bit of a toss-up for this very run, but moving back, Alli and Teet here having a bit of a tussle here on this mid map. 2 players not connecting, not until now.
Well, it's Teet jumping into the lead right off the bat. First kill, and that's the dream start they needed. We'll see if they can keep up with that kind of pace, though. They know Alli is around P1, looking to find... Oh, beautiful shot as well. And that's a 2-kill lead. I'm not quite sure if Alli was expecting this kind of performance coming from Teet right off the bat. Nevertheless, that's what they have to face. It's going to be yet again a very close encounter, and yet again Teet finding a kill.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me that this is the same Teet on the very first match on the map, I mean, I'd be losing myself. This is a totally different Teet that we're looking at here so far. Starting things off here on the 4 combo spree. Could be the 5th as well. Well, players meet. No shots to connect here to fly, not just yet. Checks on the right lane, and finally Alli finds herself on the board.
Yep, it was about time for Alli, but still plenty of job yet to be done. 3 kills separating the 2 players. We'll see if Alli is going to be able to find another one. Definitely knows where Teet is. Teet making a lot of noise, looking to be aggressive right off the bat, and rightfully so. I mean, they were performing very well in the first 3 runs, first 4 kills that they did manage to get. Now, around the P4 head glitch on the car, looking to find a pick, and it's going to be Teet once again. Able to find one, goes for the wall bank, unable to connect. Now, I'm not quite sure if Teet knows where Alli has spawned. They did manage to spot Alli though. Left the head glitch as well, going for the hug, and Alli is going to backstab them, finding the kill. Beautiful stuff. 2 kills separating the 2 players.
3 to 5. This map here is looking to be pretty intense. Alli's still not though, gonna be backing away. 2 shots flying in. The third will connect once again.
Okay.
Hey, drops it down, now. Only 1 more point to go. 1 more elimination to go here to find the equalizer here on this map of Nuketown.
Yeah, and that 4-kill lead that Teet had at the start almost disappeared, but Teet, looking to regain it, finds another one, gets the timing completely wrong there. That's CODM timing at its finest. Nevertheless, no damage done as both players still alive and well. Alli jumping down. Teet not taking the time to line up the shot, and finally, as they do take the time to line up the shot, they do manage to connect it as well. Nicely done. Only a hit marker from Alli. The second shot. Oh, switch to the Tundra as well. Not messing around with the Locust now. The Tundra has come out, and now we might just expect Alli to be a completely different breed.
After all, the Tundra has been proving its statement quite clearly. Hit marker prevails from both ends, but the follow-up shot once more from the side of Alli is going to be good there to drop down the lead to 1 once more. Can we find an equalizer here for the first time? Or the second at least. Teet swings on there from the yellow side, but the hit marker once more comes through from the side of Alli. Can't find a follow-up shot to confirm the elimination, and as we thought that a tie would come through, it is going to be Teet once more doubling it down, up by 2 points once again.
Yep, 2-kill lead. Now the fight taking place in bottom green. Alli is going to be the one to fall once again. And Teet looking a lot better in this map. I mean, I was expecting this map to be a different kind of performance from both players, actually, not just from Teet. But this kind of difference is, I don't know, too much, if you ask me. We'll see which player is going to be able to find the pick here. Still Teet sticking with the Locust. The Tundra has come out from Alli, but none of the 2 snipers, none of the 2 players are being very accurate in this occasion. We did see this kind of scenario in Shipment as well. A lot of dancing around, a lot of hiding or running away just to get enough time to get the reload going. Both players needed to reload. How is Teet missing that? Had a clear shot, eventually does hit the second, but Alli was very fortunate on the first shot and not to hit. Now though, once again, Alli cracking and trailing back. Are they going to be able to wrap things up in a quick 2-0 win in this BO3? Still left to be seen.
Beautiful angle held on here by the side of Alli, but not really able to get the shots to connect. Once more, the punish comes through. And if you take a look at the way that the pacing has been playing out here from the side of Teet, comparing it to how it went down in Shipment, it has been pretty different. 7 to 11. Teet here slides to the right. Alli backs away as well, creating the distance. Teet struggling. Same goes for set of Alli. We go back here towards Alli, and we'll be able to find the hit marker now on herself, but was able to get the kill nonetheless. 8 to 11 drops down the lead to 3 once more.
Oh, beautiful read there as well. Terrific kill. And Alli has switched to the DLQ. Has been rotating the snipers. We'll see the DLQ is going to bring them a bit more luck, or maybe a bit more accuracy, which has been wanting for both players actually. And now just 1 kill separating the 2 players. Alli closer than ever to at least tie this map for the time being.
10 to 11. Teet. Double it down once more. Alli's gonna go for the wide slide. 2 players not hitting. Not at all. And Teet just stood there and like, oh wait, hold on, let me take my time. Go for the no scope and finally gets and retains the lead once again.
Yeah, sometimes that's how simple it is. You just need to align your crosshair, take your time, breathe, stand still if you need to, and just connect your shot. We'll see who's gonna be victorious this time around. It's gonna be yet another ring around the rosy. It's Alli finding a hit marker. The second shot is gonna connect as well. And now, once again, just 1 kill separating the 2 players. But Teet has proven to be very persistent when it comes to Nuketown. That being said, though, we're tied for the very first time, 12 each.
12-0. Alli. 1 more momentum shift. Accumulate those kills, and you might just be the winner here for this very fight. Coming through now. 13 to 12. We still wait and see. But it's moment. Alli looking to double it down here, Uncle Blood.
Well, so far, Alli doubles their lead. It was 1 kill separating the 2 players. Now it's 2. And with time ticking down, if you're Teet, what do? Are you going to be aggressive? You need 2 kills to at least equalize. They do manage to find 1. Have a minute and a half on the clock to find another. Or rather 2 if they want to win without a tiebreaker of a map. Both players being rather passive, running around, rotating around green. Alli taking the first shot inside of garage. Teet going for the wall bank, not gonna connect. Going for the no scopes, not gonna connect. It's gonna be Alli finding the pick. And now only 1 minute on the clock. A UAV in the sky, and all the odds stacked up against Teet.
All Alli has to do is hold the angle down. You have the UAV. All of the information, all that you need is on your hands, and Alli is gonna be able to make the most out of it. 16 to 13. 5 more points for Alli to put down. Another donut here for tonight's matchup. Alli looking to go for the chain for the third. But Teet is able to find a recovery. But if you are Teet, you gotta double it down. You look at the time. There's only gonna be 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and Alli knows that as well. Staying all the way back, taking their chance to peek because they know it's 2 kills that are separating the players. And now it's gonna be a last dance between the bus and the truck in Nuketown. But that's gonna make absolutely no difference because the winner, ladies and gents, even though the final kill is gonna be Teet's, the winner is gonna be Alli. In a 2-0 fashion, did manage to win in shipment, did manage to win on Nuketown, and they do manage to win the entire matchup. Terrific performance coming from them, and a very well-deserved win indeed.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very close one there between Teet and Alli. I mean, it could have been anyone's ball game, but hey, a win is a win, and you take it. And that is just, you know, you get the mop, get the broom. It was a sweep once again here on this better show for the side of ESPF. I mean, match 1, exactly how it went down. Only played 2 maps. Same goes from the side of match 2. No difference whatsoever, and that's just the whole progression that, you know, we're kind of like looking forward to in regards to the development here for the side of ESPF. Once we get to see the talents here filtered out, and most of the players will be put into the respective division. As you guys were able to see, that was the challengers that was playing on the first and the second matchup.
Yep, indeed. This 2 matchups were matchups in the lowest tier, tier 3, aka challengers. Obviously, you need to win more than just a matchup to proceed into the next tier, and hopefully we'll be seeing Alli as well as Softy, but also Teet and Carti, who did not manage to win, keep on participating in future events as well and progress their way potentially all the way up to legendary tier. That being said, though, these kind of 2 wins, these kind of one-sided performances are to be expected in the lowest tier, because this is where everybody starts their journey in ESPF. So even if somebody who's destined to be in that legendary tier, he still has to start here. So, you know, here's where the skill difference is so different than in any of the other upper tiers. That's where we kind of select through, based on their raw talent though, we select the players, and then we might be seeing tiebreakers in upper tiers as well. We're going to be seeing BF5s, and in the legendary tier, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a BS7. So a lot more action to be expected in future ESPF events, ladies and gents.
Well, definitely. I mean, if you guys are eyeing out to see how the system is going to play out here for the side of ESPF, well, the next show is going to be in May, so it's not going to be too far from the initial current present. So, yeah, I mean, Blood, if we wrap things off, any last words do you want to say?
I mean, it was a great show here. It was a beta show, so I'm really excited to see how things are going to go when the real deal starts, and we do have a full schedule. That being said, though, I think tonight we did have two matchups that kind of show proof of concept of what we can expect in the future, and I'm really excited to see where this brand new idea goes in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty stoked up to see what more will be offered for this very competition here for the side of ESPF. I'm more than excited as well. But moving over, I mean, we've seen the whole run here for this competition. I mean, if y'all missed out the run, ladies and gentlemen, we did have we did have the run between if I'm not mistaken, we did have Carti alongside the one and only Softy, and we did have Teet up against just a run there with Teet and Alli. But with that being said, we're gonna be closing out the deal here for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching ESPF. See you all in May.